What up kids? In this video I will be talking about free single-player games on Steam which used to be Half-Life 2 mods but then became standalone games. It's a follow-up video of my previous one that you can watch if you click on the annotation button, plus I will leave a link in the description. Well, without further ado, let's goddamn get it! The first game is Transmissions Element 120. It's a compelling spin-off of Half-Life 2 which feels a bit more like Portal. This is a really short single-player experience featuring a gravity-defying weapon called Zero-Point Energy Projector that allows you to jump buildings and sustain large falls. The projector is powered by Unbinilium, also known as Eka Radium or simply Element 120, hence the title of the mod. The story takes place at an unspecified time and location after the events of Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Levels are well thought and have a nice progression from sewers to the surface. This paired with its original soundtrack and new physics make for a very satisfying experience. It will take you around 1 hour to complete the game. Fans of Half-Life should enjoy it, no question. I personally liked it a lot. Alright, let's move on. The second game is Estranged Act 1. This one tells its own story, not related to the Half-Life 2 universe, and revolves around a fisherman who got stranded on a mysterious island during a violent storm. The fisherman is forced to fight for his survival while trying to get back to the mainland and find out what happened on the island. Estranged shares many gameplay traits with Half-Life 2, most notably physics-based puzzles, movement, and several gunplay mechanics. It also features several new mechanics and changes to the gameplay, notably the addition of computers that you can interact with, the player can carry only one weapon at a time, higher weapon damage, and etc. The game heavily focuses on exploration and rewards it using a dynamic spawn system, intelligently spawning player ammunition and medkits based on his health. It will take you approximately 1 hour to beat the game. Definitely my favorite among the games on the list. Give it a try too. Okay, next game please. The third game is The Forgotten Ones. You are to play as a Grobuskna Vladivanov who has lost his parents during the Holocaust to a mad doctor. Grobuskna is a detective. As a sightseeing, he's been trying to keep track of remaining Nazi officers spread around the world. Despite the fact that he knows who took his parents, he still doesn't know where he's hiding, until an unknown call reaches his office that will change everything. The game consists of 4 chapters, around 2 hours of gameplay, where you will discover not only the many victims and their handwritten stories smeared with blood scattered throughout the game, but you will come face to face with those that did survive the doctor's company. Skinny ass fools. I gotta admit, the game managed to scare the shit out of me a couple of times because of both jump scares and psychological thrill. Also, I'd like to point out that even though the game has mixed reviews, it's actually pretty fine for a free horror game. Initially, I didn't even want to include the game in this video, but then I thought that some people might actually like it. So yeah, don't jump into conclusions and try it out yourself first. If it's trash, just quit and delete it. Anyways, let's take a look at the last main game of the list. The fourth game is Wilson Chronicles. In this game you will play as Major Doran Wilson, one of the employees of the military research complex at Black Mesa. The game takes place during the events of Half-Life 1 and its expansions, when shit hits the fan. Your objective is simple: get to the surface and escape from this mess at any cost. You will mostly spend time in corridors and rooms of Black Mesa, and they are a mix between generic dual environments and more interesting areas. Sometimes the game even reminds Fear series because of increased lethality, blood splatters, and impact particle effects. Even though this 1 hour long adventure is still in beta stage and probably will remain unfinished, it's still pretty good and worth a try. There are a lot of other mods I would want to mention, like Nightmare House 2, Underhell, and of course my favorite one, watching paint dry the game. The thing is that even though they are free and semi-standalone, they're not on Steam. If you would like to try them out, you will need to go to moddb.com, download the mod you like, and manually install it by following any necessary instructions. However, you still need a Steam account so you can install the 2007 or 2013 version of Source SDK, which is required for most mods. I will link some of my favorite non-Steam semi-standalone mods in the description, as well as a comprehensive list of cool mods I found on Reddit. Go check them out. In conclusion, I would say, even though sometimes finding a good free game can be somewhat difficult, it's definitely possible. You just need to dig a little bit and eventually you will find some hidden gems, even for a low-end PC. If this video was decent and useful, push the thumb button, leave a comment if I missed something important, or if you have a question. I will upload more videos like this in the near future, so if you want to see them, you can also subscribe to my channel. Follow me everywhere at nickgroshev, and have a nice day. Bye.